This is ESPN Esports. I'm Ardo Ocal. Happy to be joined by Hex. We are here at Call of Duty League weekend in Atlanta. The Chicago Huntsmen just narrowly defeated the Toronto Ultra. What was your observation of that matchup?
It's the first day, sort of, not jitters, but coming out slow. It's traditional for us to do that. The other thing is that I told them, like, yo, make sure you get out there and don't go full, right? We want to keep it not as exciting as it will be in the later matches. Totally lied. That's not what happened. It just started off super slow.
It's interesting because going into the weekend, everybody was talking about Atlanta, Chicago, almost looking over the other teams here. Was that a little bit there? Like, was the team prepared? Not to say they weren't prepared for a matchup against Toronto, but were they foreshadowing? Were they preparing for Atlanta? Was there a little bit of that in their heads as well?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that I think they take it one map at a time. I don't think that they're overlooking teams or taking, like, we as a culture in Call of Duty never, like, we know not to overlook or not to underestimate another team, so I don't think that was the case at all. I literally think that it was them just starting off slow.
What do you tell them now?
I don't tell them anything. They know what to do. They know that it's competition. There's going to be times where it's going to be tough. It's going to be times where it's easy. It's going to be times when we lose. There's going to be times when we win. Just like any other time. Like a lot of people are asking, how is this team going to react when they get their first loss? We've been playing Call of Duty for over 10 years. Nobody here is a stranger to losing, and it won't affect it that much, I don't think.
What do you make of the storyline? Just to talk about Chicago, Atlanta, one of the storylines coming in is the old guard versus the new guard. You being on the old guard side of that equation, what do you make of that storyline?
I like it. I mean, I think young players coming into the space only extends the longevity of Call of Duty, and I've been playing Call of Duty since 2005. So for me, it's all love, man. I like that. We have Envoy for that specific reason. One, he's a beast and an animal at it, but more importantly, he's super young, and to me, that's important because we need somebody to carry on the legacy of our brand. So we're excited for that.
From a business end, having been in Call of Duty for so long and seeing what you're seeing from the Call of Duty League, what do you make of the success of the league and also the success of the Huntsman brand right now?
The success of the Huntsman brand, I mean, that's 10 years of relationship building with the people that watch our videos, that have been watching us since before 6050. That's the house, our first team house. The success of the league.
The same number that 100 Thieves is currently in. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's you couldn't write a better story, right? I was super happy when I saw that. He told me the second that they closed, about a year ago. He told me, and I was like, "That's so awesome." When the announcement comes, it's gonna be dope. So. The success of the league is, I'm actually happy at the turnout so far, right? This is a brand new thing. No matter what people say, no matter how long we've been doing this and how long we've been doing this for, like, this is still a new thing that we're all going to be working towards together. So far, so good, in my opinion.
If you can pull back the curtain a little bit in terms of content, you are an executive producer on a lot of series, particularly what we see on the Call of Duty YouTube channel. What is the ceiling for that? Is the sky the limit? Like, can we see Call of Duty content as a Netflix series or something like that? What do you envision?
That's exactly what I envisioned when I do that. When we pitched the idea, when I said this is what we need to do, because as the league continues to grow with Activision's endless connections, I think that this is like the perfect time for us to make a break into a more traditional Netflix, whether it's Apple Plus or those sort of outlets. Hulu. I mean, obviously Amazon Prime. Amazon's already involved with Twitch. I think it's only a matter of time before that becomes a reality.
What do you make of the changes in time? 90 seconds for search and destroy, 5 minutes for domination. Good for the game?
Absolutely. Domination. There has to be a mercy rule at some point where the losing team should just raise their hands, end the game, and then just move on. Right? I think that would be the easiest way to sort of make everything quicker, make everything faster. As far as S&D goes, it's always been that. I don't know why they changed it this year, so I'm glad they reverted back.
I asked you this in Minnesota, but I want to take a spin on it. The idea that tournaments mean championships, even in the current Call of Duty League format. What will you do as it pertains to that question for your home series in Chicago?
As far as what?
Will you make that into a big thing? Will there be a trophy? What will Chicago do? How will the championship part of it be treated?
Andy and I have been discussing like an endless amount of things. Like every day I'm on a phone call regarding the homestand. The beauty about having our homestand in 4 months, or no, I'm sorry, 5 to 6 weeks is how far away we are from it, is that I get to see what everybody else is doing and sort of take and learn from other people's homestand. Face is doing an incredible job. Rocker did an amazing job. London did an incredible job. So we're taking little tips and tricks as we go along. Not that we were any stranger to it, but it does help when you can, learn from other people's mistakes and learn from other people's successes.
So we can look forward to some surprises.
Yeah, if you don't go, you're going to miss out on it.
Last question for you. When you're here, what is your schedule like on a weekend like this?
Well, this is a different weekend because I leave tonight. I'm not going to be here for Championship Sunday. I'm going on my annual birthday fishing trip to Mexico. Aside from that.
Birthday.
Yeah, thank you. So I always say this. My phone calls, my business phone calls can be taken from anywhere. My emails can be answered from anywhere. I show up to events to meet with the fans, take pictures, and help win the game from wherever I'm sitting, which is like nothing.
I know to fist bump, so thanks for your time.
Thank you.